Welcome back, Magic the Gathering Arenas, the Pauper Chronicles. We are unlocking another deck. No, I stand corrected. We are at the end of the crossroads. We are unlocking the 5 remaining decks. Oh wow, we have a quest to do 100 damage to unlock the remaining 5 decks. And we have a quest to run white or red. We've put Overliable White through so much. I'm taking out the red just for the purpose of the damage. I am doing a deck tech, probably making one change to it. This is a mono deck, and it's limited. It's under the certain circumstances, it'll do fine, but against dual decks, it's you'll see the advantage, that they have over it, particularly since this is a, very limited default mono deck. But you know what? It's gonna burn. It's got burn, and the purpose is to do 100 damage and cast 30 red spells. So we are going to roll with burn, mono red, to bring us to the end of the road. We are unlocking the last 5 decks of this. Oh, I'm stoked. I am also upset at the fact that I never got to roll with some of the better decks. We unlocked Dino deck, red green. That was okay. Right now I'm rolling with some goblins. I got some ogres coming up, but I'm lacking the spell, the firepower, the burn that you typically see with mono red. Dino deck was my first dual deck color. Swamp Thing came next. Oh, okay, we're playing the Merfolk deck, and she's got the queen coming up, and the queen's gonna get burned when she shows up. So Swamp Thing didn't do very well because I ran into 3 vampire decks. Vampire decks have been my bane. Black and white vampire decks have been my bane. I have no answer for those decks. So then, after Swamp Thing, oh yeah, time to burn the queen. We don't want her inspiring anybody. She's just burning husk at this time, so I'm thrilled for that. And burning the blocker. Hopefully I can get the 4/2 ogre through this next time. So after Dino came Swamp Thing, which is black-green, but we ran into vampire decks and didn't do very well. And more Merfolk have arrived. Merfolk deck, the synergy is bar none. It's one of my favorite decks to run. And here I am in the receiving end of it with using a mono deck, a baby mono deck with no thrills and thrills, just barebagging it with a mono deck. Not thrilled about this. So we ran Swamp Thing, and the vampires just beat our ass down. Then we unlocked the pirate deck, which was Blue Black, Booty Bay, And we did really well with the pirate deck, surprisingly. And then, okay, we unlocked. What did we unlock next? We unlocked Blue Angels. Yeah, we did fairly well. It's just a well balanced deck. You use blue to delay, and white to finish them off. It was great. It had a nice energy. It worked out okay. What was the next deck that we unlocked? Was S5, isn't it? He dropped a merfolk that's gonna make my life miserable. Yep. Hey, I can't believe this, but he might be knocking me down shortly. It's not gonna be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue Angels was my 4th deck. The 5th deck was Red Dawn. And we did okay with Red Dawn. We had above 500 on Red Dawn. So yeah, we unlocked the first 5 decks. And today our run is all about doing 100 damage and unlocking the last 5 decks. That's a nice merfolk. I'm not familiar with him. He must have just been released with the new cards expansion. Yeah, so he's down to 7, but he's mustering up speed. I'm afraid if I don't have fire spells to avoid, his big these merfolk have been hitting the gym and getting really, really, really big on me. And my red surge will stall and things will go bad. That's the problem when you run mono red. You really have to kill them quick and finish them up before they set up their beefcakes. Once they have their beefcakes, you're dead man. So them's the breaks. So we unlock 5 decks, and today we're doing the unlocking of the remaining 5. So stoked about that. Here comes the big fat beast of his. Well, at least I get rid of him. My only hope is to get some fire spells and just burn him down directly, because I'm not gonna get through his beefcakes. He found another queen. Now they're really big. All I can do now is chomp block. Hopefully I can get a spell in the next 2 rounds that'll finish him. This deck does have a particular spell, direct fire one that'll finish him, but I have to pull it. No love, no heart of the deck from Yu-Gi-Oh here today. All I'm doing is stalling, hoping to get some spells, because my red tide surge has stalled. I have nothing, and the Merfolk Queen showed up, and one of her just set up, and my life is gonna get miserable real quick now. Got him down to 5. That's his. The problem is it has to be 0. Oh, I think Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm stoked. One of my beefcakes showed up. This dinosaur will make life miserable when he attacks. You look at the top card of your opponent in your library and cast those spells. So when I attack, I get to cast 2 spells without having. Oh man, really? Oh, this is the 3rd queen. He found 3 of his queens this match. Great, wonderful. Now his boys are freaking titans. Freaking mermaid titans. They're coming through. So here's my hope that I attack with my dinosaur and unlock 2 spells, one from my library and his library, and enable them, and you know, turn the tide. That's all. He's gonna die because they're gonna stomp him, but the only way you can set off the trigger his abilities for him to attack. So I'm gonna trigger him and roll the dice, folks. What do we got? Oh, that's... Oh my goodness, that's such bullshit. Oh. Oh my god, each of us had a land on the top of our library. So guess what? I don't get to trigger any spells and my boy's dead. Oh, one of my best cards in the deck, and it just fizzled. Fizzled, I tell you. That's just... Oh, and he's about to pound me. Pound me something fierce. I was hoping he might take one of his boys out, but lo and behold, he used a spell to pump his guys one more time, and my 6/6 dinosaur is dead. And it's not the ocean has risen. And these merfolk titans are about to, yeah, oh yeah, woohoo. No love, here it comes. This is, oh man. This is bad. Oh man, let's get this over with. Well, you know, I mentioned it before, you know, the Mono Red loses steam if you don't get it over with quick, and he managed to stall me long enough, so here comes the beatdown. Wow, he's just sending one guy. He's quite the timid player. Wow, man, I'm just... How lucky I am to have pulled 11 land from my deck. Jesus. I still can't get over how my big dinosaur fizzled out. Just that sucks. Wow. Ooh, he's only sending 2. Man, this is one timid SOB. Chomp blocks on the way, and here's my last turn. Let's see what I got. Oh! Oh my goodness, no! No! I am 1 point away. I missed it by 1 point, folks. If I would have rushed one more time earlier and gotten him down by 1, I would have won this. Love it! Oh! He found his 3rd queen. Oh man, the irony. His life. That one is like a middle finger, pointing at me, telling me, "Yeah, close but no call." As what was the Talladega Nights? Ricky Bobby says, "If you're not first, you're last." Well, guess what? This. Oh Lord, this is gonna hurt. Oh Lord. Oh, you gotta laugh about it too sometimes. Don't take the game so seriously. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, found me an opponent real quick. Oh man, I can't believe if I had one more damage, I would have won that match. But you know, hey, you win some just like that, and you lose some just like that. I can't believe how close I almost got through him. Particularly since he was running a very nice Merfolk deck and found not one, not two, not three, but all of his queens. He was running a deck with all of his 4 queens. And I don't think I run with 4 queens. I think I run with 3 queens. Pardon me, excuse me. I think we're facing a Dino deck. Wow, I am just... busted up my artifact pony, so I'll gain life whenever I cast a red spell. It's kind of OP when it's early on. You get that off early on. He's a decent defender, and I'm sorry, you know, spells that I am unfamiliar with, you know, I'll burn. I have no issues with it. When in doubt, burn it down. Why would you use an avatar of an old lady? Like, oh, well, my opponent destroyed one of my lands. I think red and maybe 1 or 2 black spells will get rid of lands. Kind of strong, but it's asking a lot from you. You know, you gotta dump 4 mana. It's the trade-off is not worth it to me. Oh, you, that was the spell I was looking for in the last match. And he killed my pony. He killed my pony. Smoked him. That was so wrong. He didn't know nothing wrong. He was helping out the troops, but apparently my opponent deemed him worthy of getting barbecued, and you know, meat's back on the table. Wow, the Zerg is on, and when they don't have a defender, it's not a good deal. And one of the issues with this mono red is that, well, he dropped a critter, but I'm gonna say, oh, my opponent is dead. I'm just gonna say that he's stuck at 4 mana, so he's been trotting along. It hasn't been a very speedy run for him. And that's the essence of red. Just burn them down as quickly as possible. No ifs, buts, or buts. Just burn him down. And now Banefire, the spell, the card that I was looking for in the last match, shows up. My opponent is at 1, and I have 5 critters in the field. Yeah, my opponent knew, you know. But, you know, there are spells that clear the board of weenies like that. So you, black and red particularly, so you have to be aware that, you know, when you put that many out in the field, you stand to lose a lot. So, you know, you gotta gamble when you play this deck. Yep, stoked about unlocking these last 5 decks. That it's once you unlock all your decks, we'll go through and do a deck tech because man, we're playing a salt and pepper vampire deck. I am 0-3 versus vampire decks. Oh. And he's playing some new cards. Yeah, these cards. I'm not thrilled about it. And he mixed in some he mixed in some angels. He got a mythic 3/3 angels on me on a round 3. Thank you very much. Against my weenie mono red deck from my starter kit. Thank you so much. And it's just on. He's just laying it down. That was another nice black-white card that he just dropped on me. By the way, I'm at a disadvantage here. Oh man, he just bringing in the pain. Just bring it. Wow, decisions to make. My opponent is using the 3/3 quitter. Oh, jeez. Seriously? My opponent using these 3/3 vampires that, you know, don't untap unless that he heals or gains a life. So it's a pretty sick little card if you can get the combo off. Oh gosh, and he keeps on bringing these little weenie lifelink guys that keep enabling him. Oh, I'm burning his. Oh. Okay, I screwed up. I'm sorry. It's just I'm not thrilled. Oh man, seriously? I'm at 9. And I have 8 lands and no cards in my hand against a vampire deck. Oh, I have 9 lands in my hand and no cards. Oh, can I burn them down? Yeah. My deck is all about little weenies to get through early. I don't have, you know, strong cards to mount a defense. There's no D in my game. I got all offense. And he's at 25 life right now, so my offense is sucking and I absolutely have no D. And here comes a vampire to make my life miserable. Oh man. Wow. I didn't realize I was that low. 2 points. 2 points. Gosh. I gotta cast 6 spells and do 2 points of damage. I think I can manage that. Just bear with me. The end of the road. We are officially unlocking all of our decks finally. And then once you unlock all of your decks, you have a huge broad picture of your collection, and you're gonna analyze and identify which cards should be in you know, if you're running one color, run this particular card at all times. It's gonna be a lengthy and long deck tech. It's not gonna be just one short one. We're gonna have to, you know, say, oh yeah, I'm not keeping, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get our collection together, identify the best cards to keep running with, and utilizing them. We're also, once we complete the deck, you know, the deck check, have to show you your wild cards. What are wild cards? And I am burning. I'm burning another vampire deck? I am 0 for 4 against vampires. I don't need this on my last match. Everybody loves these vampires. I can't blame them. It's just the fact that my first 5 decks that I played, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me. I should mute this guy. There it is. Yeah, my first 5 decks, none of them were salt and pepper, you know, the vampire deck or the merfolk deck. So I didn't even get to utilize one of my favorites is the merfolk deck, of course, and having the vampire deck just makes life so much easier. It's just, dang man, no love. I had no love unlocking decks. I had to pay my dues playing Red Dawn and Blue Angels, you know, which ran fairly well, and Pirates, but I'm just saying, man, those two, I really thought I could rock with a merfolk deck, you know. Yeah, he screwed up there, buddy. But, you know, this is the issue. This is the issue that we had last time. My mono red deck loses momentum, and I screwed up there, folks. Yep, most definitely screwed up there, folks. Oh, I should have pushed it. I screwed up. He destroyed my... Black has an abundance of creature removal. Ah, man, I think this was a mistake. That was a mistake. This is going in the wrong direction. His lifelink guy got pumped with that spell, and oh, the kitty cat, one of my favorite. See, this is going in the wrong direction now. Them's the brakes. Why am I doing this? That's why. I need one land to unload one of my 2 heavy cards in my hand, and I might win. Oh no, I'm about to lose. That just broke. That just broke the camel's back. That just broke the camel's back. That broke my back. He's almost up to 20. He's gonna be. Oh my goodness. He's gonna be up. He's gonna be 20 plus when he was down to 5 just a minute ago. I'm gonna be 0-5 versus vampire decks. This is ridiculous. Oh, there it is. Game over. Thank you. At least it's over with now. But hey, the bane of my existence during this grind run was the vampire. They just Nosferatu just giving me the business end. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was horrible. Yeah. That's it. That's so pretty. I'm not gonna lie. There's vampire deck, tokens, merfolk, the mage, and chaos. That works for me. I'm still a little butthurt, because I didn't get the opportunity to run vampires or merfolk to unlock everything. I had. There we go. All right, folks. Next up, deck tech. See you soon.